Hello and welcome to the Friday, October 24th edition of the Contributor Comms team meeting. As a reminder, this operates under a code of conduct which essentially says to be respectful of your fellow speakers and attendees and generally be excellent to each other. At the beginning of the meeting here, we like to offer an opportunity for anyone on the call to introduce yourselves, totally optional. I like to go first because I use it as an excuse to explain what this meeting is. So, hello everyone. I'm Caslin Fields. My pronouns are she, her, and I am a co-lead of this sub-project, which is the Contributor Communications sub-project. So the purpose of our group, sorry, adjusting my camera a little bit. The purpose of our group is to make sure that folks within the contributor community in open source Kubernetes understand what's going on in the community that they ought to know about, and also to make sure that folks outside of the community know about the awesome work that contributors are doing. We do this through a variety of means, including running all of the social media accounts for the project, theoretically doing blogs, but realistically, we need more blog reviewers in order to do that. So please consider becoming a blog reviewer with SIG Docs. Doing stuff on the kades.dev contributor website, all sorts of other things. And we will do a little review of all of the projects that we've got going on today. Speaking of which, I just thought of something I need to add to the updates column. KubeCon posts. We will,
Yes.
yeah,
That is
check
right
into
around the
the
corner.
status there. Yeah, we did ask for help, so we'll go over that in a bit.
Yes.
But yes, that's me. Anyone else want to introduce yourselves? Totally optional.
Hi guys, this is Alan. Me and Katie just talked this week, and yeah, I'm also a new contributor. Really just willing to contribute in any meaningful ways because I've been benefit a lot from joining Kubernetes community already. So yeah.
Welcome, Alan. Yeah, we talked in person this week. I ran an event on Wednesday, and Alan was there, and we talked a lot about contributing. I know he has a project that he wants to talk about, so we'll probably talk about that in new items. Welcome. Glad you
Yay.
made it, Alan. Anyone else
Likewise.
want to introduce yourselves? Totally optional.
Hello, I'm audible.
Hello. Yes.
Hello. Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm Aman Kais, and I came here from a what do you say community post saying that you guys have been looking for this kind of contributors, and I didn't know actually how to contribute these kind of things. And I just joined the Slack channel. I had seen this video, and a guy put up a pin message where I saw your recorded video because I just joined yesterday. Previously, I did my bachelor's in statistics. Now I'm trying and picking up my skills in Golang and backend. So I thought maybe I just try this out.
Wonderful.
Cool.
Welcome.
Yeah. Awesome to have you.
That's That's often how it goes in the community. A lot of us have stories of we tried contributing in one SIG and then we hopped around to a different SIG, and eventually you find a place that clicks with you, or you just continue to hop around. Lots of ways it can work, and we'll talk a little bit about all the various projects we have going on, and we'll see if we can find something fun for you to do.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Anyone else want to introduce yourselves? Totally optional. All right. I think we'll move right along then. If you haven't gotten the vibe so far, this is a very casual call. So if you missed the chance to introduce yourself and you want to later, totally fine. Anything we talk about that you're totally lost on and you want to ask a question about, please do. We are more than happy to explain the history of the thing. You may get into an explanation that is more than you really bargained for, but don't hesitate to ask. We are more than happy to explain anything that you want to ask about. And note taker. So here at the beginning of the call, we always like to ask for a volunteer to take notes. The role of the note taker is to follow along with the discussion that's happening in the call and take notes in the doc as best you can, so that if anyone missed the call, they can catch up via the notes. We often use the notes to remember what we talked about for the full SIG meeting. This is a sub-project. It's part of the special interest group for contributor experience. And when SIG ContribEx has their meetings, our meetings,
Yes.
we we usually check back on our notes to give the updates from our sub-project. So would
Can I
anyone
just take the notes?
volunteer? Yes, please.
Yeah,
Thank you so
please do.
much.
Thank you.
Would it be okay if I just take it on normal text?
So there's a notes doc.
Oh, I haven't checked into that.
I'm sharing as my screen share, and here I just put the link in the chat. So see if you can get into that to take notes. If that works for your setup. If that doesn't work for your setup, then we'll see if anyone else wants to volunteer. But does that work for you?
Yeah, this will work for me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I will write down that you're helping us out with that today. Also, be aware that we will pop in and help you out with the notes. So
Yeah.
apologies if we step on your toes, but it really means a lot to have someone
Yes.
actively trying to take notes. So thank you so much. All right. And so we are going to dive into our agenda. Our first thing today, and always, is messages of the week. So the purpose of this part of the call is to try to remember what's going on in the Kubernetes community that our contributors should know about. Things that we should highlight in the Last Week in Kubernetes Development newsletter, as well as on our social media channels. We also have a sheet, which is linked there as the header, where we have been drafting the actual messages that we put out on social media. This is a very convenient way for us to kind of track all of that. So what can we remember that's going on today?
Very good question.
KubeCon's like, what, 2 weeks away?
Is it that close? Damn, it is. Okay. We need to get busy
right?
on a talk, Kevlin.
Yeah. I had to run an event this week, but
I know.
I don't have any other events between now and KubeCon. So, I've got so much time now. Totally.
Right.
It should be fine, though.
Okay.
So KubeCon is coming up in like 2 weeks. I'm sure there's a million things that we should be posting about with that. Maybe we should go ahead and just talk about the KubeCon posts.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that does actually go before sometimes. Sometimes we have it on the schedule to have a few before KubeCon. So let's check into what we've got there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to update this with the actual link. And so this is another sheet. As you can see, it's very similar to the one that we were just looking at for messages of the week. We had a few folks pop in offering to help out with this, but it doesn't look like they've made any progress so far. Shock. And so the way this works is we have a description here of what we need to write a social media post about and what channels, what the audience is. And if it says LinkedIn, it's both end users and contributors. And we have, 41 posts that we need to write.
Oh, geez, Louise.
So we could really use some help.
Yikes.
Yeah. Do we have anything?
Can I ask something?
Sure.
Yes, please do.
Like, how do you pick the guys who are writing this kind of post? And
would you like to write a post?
Who does what?
Yeah.
I'm not
Anybody.
Please write a post.
Anyone can volunteer to do it.
We beg for help. That's how we pick who writes the posts.
Sure, I think, I can do that. Maybe a technical one.
So there's column G here that says writer. So we have here the description of what we want a post written about. And what audience it has in B and C. And then you just put your name into the writer column here and write up the post. That's it.
So I just pick the media channel where I want to post that, and according to the description, I just make it. Is that right?
Yep, you just write it into this doc and we'll actually post it on the platform for you. It's just
Okay,
that we need
okay.
a lot of help actually getting the posts written.
Can I just
So
write it
just
on
to
some other
add,
blog
all
site
the
and link that
information is
later?
also on the KubeCon USA page. So if you want some specific things like timelines and stuff, you can always refer to that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Can I just write it on some other platform and link that handle here?
So
What do
the
you mean?
purpose of these posts is that we're going to post them on the Kubernetes own social media accounts, like Kubernetes IO on X and Kate's contributors on X and Blue Sky. We own 6 social media accounts for the Kubernetes project. So we need people to write the posts and then they'll be posted by Kubernetes.
So how do you edit it? Like, do you do that in a Google Docs or some other kind of?
Right
Usually
here in the
right
sheet.
here. I mean, I might pop open like a specific platform if I'm writing for it, like X or Blue Sky, for example, just to make sure it's within that link. But that's the only real restriction on that one.
Okay.
To
Sure.
give an example, say I'm going to write this one about KubeCon starting tomorrow. I'm going to put my name in right here in column G, and then I'm going to come back to column A and say, get excited for KubeCon. Badge pickup opens today. Is available today from 8 to 1700 EST in building B. Check out the schedule and plan your week. We're excited to see you there. Woo! I wrote a post. Done.
Yay.
Well, that's about
I'm gonna
it.
find.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
that's
more
it.
complex than that.
Oh, no,
Okay,
Nope.
no.
so
No. The hard part is getting it scheduled, but that's neither here nor there for you. All you have to do, well, I'll say the harder labor task is writing it. Getting it scheduled just gets confusing from time to time. That's all.
And I'm just going to make that the same one that we post for end users and also the same one that we post for contributors. All about the
Mhm.
same thing.
Yep.
so where do I
We should
get
probably
this schedule? Like,
the schedule for the KubeCon.
KubeCon.io.
okay,
That
I'll
will
just
take
look into
you.
that and do that.
Yeah. And we have a description of what we need you to write about here in the description column. So I decided to write about badge pickup because that's what's in the description column. And I threw in the schedule thing because I thought that was a good idea. You can also refer to past examples. We have many, many examples here in the sheet. Here's another KubeCon North America kickoff post for LinkedIn that's much longer. Maybe I should do that instead.
Well, yeah.
Okay, I understand the gist of it, but how would you insert images or things like that into it? I mean, it needs to be formatted, right?
We typically don't have images in these posts.
No.
If you want
It's
to, like, paste it into the box, I
nope.
guess, and we'll put it in for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we rarely have images. Usually when we put in a link, there's going to be the image associated with the link that shows up. So that sort of ends up being an image, but
Yeah.
Okay,
Most of the
I
stuff
mean,
we
if you
post
want
has
it,
links.
Yeah.
Yeah.
feel free. And then to give you a sense, I think everyone is super confused by this when we do this project. So, oh no, I'm not logged in.
Oh boy.
Oh, yes, I am. All right.
Okay.
Just makes me click the button. So this is our tool that we use to actually post on all of our social media platforms. You can see that we own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different social media accounts. And when we want to make a post on them, we do new post and we pick which platforms it's going to go out on. imagine that I'm doing a contributor-focused one. And then we would go over here and grab whatever you wrote. I'm just copying that box in the sheet and I'm putting it over here. So you don't have to worry about this part. This is what we're going to do to actually get it on the social media channel. All you have to do is write something in this sheet so that later we can go in and do this.
Sure, I think I got the gist of it and it cleared all my doubts.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Would appreciate some help.
Yes, as always, we appreciate help.
Alrighty. So that's checking into KubeCon posts. I would not call that one a big win.
No.
Since folks have not started contributing to that yet, but I hope more people will.
I might jump in, and well, to be fair, like I will probably mess with AI more to figure out how we can make this process a little easier.
Yeah, I tried making a script a KubeCon or two ago. It wasn't giving me the quality of post that I wanted. So
right, that's the big
would take
problem
some
there.
prompt engineering.
Mm-hmm.
But we also like to have this as an opportunity for new folks because it's super lightweight. It's just, we told you what to write, just write something for us. But depends on people actually taking advantage of the opportunity.
Yes.
Anyway, feedback welcome on KubeCon posts. So KubeCon, is there anything that we want to post about KubeCon this week in particular? I think the project pavilion and the meet and greet would be good to have posts out about. I don't know that I actually got that done last time.
Oh, did we or did we not? Let me check.
It looks like, I know I was drafting something. It looks like something ended up drafted about the contributor hour. I don't know if I did that or somebody else did, but and then I don't know if that got scheduled.
Let me see.
And then the meet and greet too. We want to have a post about the meet and greet. So I'm going to put that in the...
We did contributor hour. We did, and that's it, it looks like. So yeah.
Swathi asked latest version of? Latest version of what?
Oh, no, I was referring to Aman's message, which is like the latest version being released as changes.
Of
that
Kubernetes.
is handled by a release team.
Yeah, so
there's a different team.
Release team has comms people as well, and we'll work with them as needed, but pretty much set things up so it can be kind of hands off for us, and they can
I'm
drive
actually
the
one of the
process.
comm shadows for this cycle.
Nice.
Yay!
That's awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah. So these posts are about KubeCon, the conference that's happening in 2 weeks.
Yeah, this is not related to the new release. The new release is sometime in December. December 17th is what's tentative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Good. I just saw the mailing list pointing out 1.36 being released or something.
Yep,
Lots
that's
of things
still
going
the
on in the Kubernetes
alpha.
community.
Yeah, the alphas came out.
Yeah. So I'll take some quick notes here because I know what I want to write here. Project Pavilion takeover is one thing we need to post about. Meet and greet is another thing we should be posting about. Yeah, so release is a good point. Anyone know of anything going on with the release that we should help with comms on? Swathi, anything we can help you with?
Right, exactly.
Let's see. Like I think around last week there was the enhancements freeze that happened. So currently most of the work that we've been doing is just like outreach for related to like various KEPs. KEP stands for like Kubernetes Enhancements Proposal for anyone who wants to know. So basically, it's like a new feature being added to the release. So we're just doing some outreach about whether they would want a particular blog for their KEP. So that hasn't been finalized yet.
Okay. What's the next freeze? Since that freeze just happened, we probably don't need to post about it, but there's a whole bunch of
Yeah.
freezes. Is docs freeze the next one?
Yep, I think the docs freeze is was on 23rd of October.
Oh, that was
And
yesterday.
the feature block freeze is on 31st, Halloween.
Okay.
Mm,
Feature blog freeze. We could do a reminder about that.
yeah.
And just like you're doing in the release team, the thing there is that you've got to get, well, I assume it still works this way. You have the folks making the features write the blog posts.
Yep, we are giving them an
Yeah.
option. So if they want to delegate it over to us, we can do it. But ideally, yeah, I think the people who actually worked on the feature should be able to write the best blog post about it.
Right.
Definitely. If you can get
Yeah.
them to spend the time on it.
Yep.
Bingo.
So we could do a reminder on our Kubernetes contributor focused social media channels to be like, hey, if you have a feature going into this release, make sure that you're getting that blog written or working with the release team to make sure that that blog gets written.
Yep, we can do that.
Yeah.
Does steering committee election close today?
It
Yes,
does.
it does.
And I think we
Maybe
sent
that.
out stuff. I think it's already out.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Good call, though.
10:02, 10:05. Well, I'm sorry. It is going out at, uh-oh. No, that one might not go out. Hang on. 10 a.m. Eastern. So yeah, it's already out.
And we have a good question in the chat. Do we have any AI note takers for meetings like this? At least recording
Aha.
transcripts from different speakers can be helpful.
Agreed. However,
I think there's an
However,
option to save the transcript. If you click the CC button, CC, and then the arrow on top, there's an option to view the transcript, and then there's an option to save it below that.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is very handy. I might steal this one specifically.
Yeah. But no, we do not have AI.
Well, we don't
note
allow
takers.
AI note takers, to be honest.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't allow other people to have their own AI note takers in these meetings because our meetings get filled up with people's AI note takers who don't actually attend the meetings or do anything for the SIGs. And it just clutters up the meetings.
Yeah. I have been in meetings with more note takers than humans before.
Yeah. And we want to encourage people to get engaged with the community and actively do things. So
Right.
it's a little hard to manage if we have a lot of AI note takers. So we don't allow people to have their own AI note takers, but it's not a bad idea for us to do our own AI note taking for the meeting. Hadn't really thought about that, honestly.
I mean, I would just use, well,
The built-in Zoom.
yeah, I mean, but the note takers do a little bit more. They give you a summary and action items and all this other stuff. So that
Hey,
could get
in
interesting.
Google Meet, you just hit the button and it just does that for you.
I thought
I get it.
Zoom also did that.
Does it? Because I don't get any emails
think
from Zoom.
so.
That's for sure.
There's an AI companion.
That is what I'm thinking of.
That thing. Okay. Yeah.
Use AI companion to ask questions about your meeting. Send a summary to participants and more. Send a summary to participants is probably not a good thing though, because
No.
like hundreds of
No.
people are invited to this meeting and you can see how many are on. 8.
Yes. Yeah.
So
I
we
don't need
probably
to.
don't want to
Yeah.
send them.
Yeah. So the way it
Wouldn't it be
works.
easier to, hello?
No, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Go ahead.
I mean, wouldn't it be easier to just make a transcribing bot and add it to it?
With all that free time I have, yes.
Sorry.
I mean, Zoom already has a transcribing feature, so
Right. We try to stay. So here's the thing. Anything we pay for, we don't actually pay for. The CNCF usually does 9.9 times out of 10. So
Yeah, I recently saw the Slack being charging like 200K or something for
Oh,
channels.
yeah. We could talk about that
yeah.
story. They didn't
Oh
end up
God.
making us do that.
Thankfully. But yeah, something like that was a big fire drill for us. But
But
yes,
Zoom we do pay for, and the CNCF
yeah.
pays for it.
Mhm. And if it has a feature that works well, which this seems to be okay as I'm watching it float by. Um,
Yeah, but it doesn't do like a summary of the
no, it
transcript.
doesn't.
And it's also
Which,
not automated.
yeah, like I wish it would just save the transcript of this particular meeting every week in a certain folder, but that's not user configurable apparently.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Where does it get stored
Mhm.
is also another issue. Like, we want everyone who's invited to the call to have access to it, but not for them to get a reminder that it exists, because that would be too many
Yes,
pings to people.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, we could reconsider the individuals have their own AI note takers thing, but then our meetings get cluttered with bots, and it's just sad.
Yeah, it's really sad. And then if it sends emails to all participants, then we all get 5 emails or something.
And we all already
Yeah,
get a
this
million emails from the community that we don't read.
there's that too. Don't remind me. I mean, it's worth a discussion, but in probably the larger ContribEx meeting, like, should we
Yeah.
have a community note-taking bot thingy? And then how do we make that happen?
Yeah. I'm taking
Yes,
a
that
note.
is a good
How
point,
can
Alan. Alan says, so automating Zoom transcription and possibly summarizing them can be a potential project idea. Yes. I mean, we can do that
Well,
without another meeting. Um,
except for the access to Zoom.
right. And I'm not a Zoom admin yet, and I haven't talked to Mario in weeks. He's a little busy though, I
I
hear.
I work at Google, by the way. So,
Yes.
which so I use Google Meet, and it has this feature, and it's super convenient. But CNCF pays for Zoom for us, and that's what the community uses. Um, Automating Zoom transcription, the issue that we'll run into there, as Chris was mentioning, we have Zoom admins. Because this is a paid service that the community uses, we control access to who can do things on Zoom for the community. Like, we don't want someone going in and making a bunch of their own meetings on the CNCF's dime.
Yes.
So, in order to automate the transcription, you probably need access to Zoom, which means you need to become a Zoom admin. It can be done.
It can be done.
It will take a while.
It will take a while. The biggest thing there is password sharing.
Yes. We control
Let
the
me.
passwords for all community-owned things through one password.
It would be nice just to see what's possible in the Zoom accounts. The only thing that I have an admin for on Zoom these days is chaos community stuff, which I really don't want to use their Zoom account to beta test things for another community Zoom account.
Maybe we could have like a Zoom informational working session where we have a Zoom admin, someone with administrator privileges on Zoom, go through the Zoom. I don't know if there's confidential information that we would end up sharing if we like did an informational session about how it works.
I'm all for it, but who's going to run it?
Yeah, in all that free time I have.
Hmm.
But let's talk about this more. There's a SIG contributor experience meeting that happens every other week on Wednesdays. I'm thinking about this more deeply because I am a co-chair of SIG ContribEx as well. So this falls into my purview, but it's really at the purview of the group above us. So this is a great question, and let's talk about it more in the ContribEx meeting. You could also mention it in the Slack. Ellen, you already posted a message in the SIG ContribEx Slack. You could post one about this too, and that might get an interesting conversation going. Maybe we need to fuss at Zoom. Being such a large
we should.
community, we have some power to advocate for features in the tools that we use. So we might be able to
And
work with Zoom to get something done.
yeah, maybe.
Awesome. We're already 36 minutes in.
That's a good idea, Alan. I poked Mario in asking him what's the latest there, because the YouTube admins need someone with Zoom access too. So yeah,
There's a lot of Zoom and
luckily.
YouTube and various things access that we should be working on. Yes, please. Please and thank you. Awesome. So we're
Yeah,
in new
that'd be
items
great.
already. Any other new items that folks have noticed? Any new requests for help that folks have seen across the Slack or anything? The post you posted yesterday. That is true. That is a new item. Do you want to talk about it, Alan? If not, I can describe it for you.
Yes, that would be great. I would appreciate that.
No worries. Gosh darn it. Actually, this might be tricky. Not
Oh
allowed to
wow.
have Slack installed on work computers anymore. So,
Oh, ouch.
I can read it again. I can read it out.
I have it right
I can
here.
bring it up. Just give me a second.
I can send you a screenshot, whatever you need, Caslin. Just let me know.
Got you. I got you. Hold on. Say ContribEx. Where
Yeah,
did it
I'm
go?
not
I'm
very
just.
good at improvising, doing speeches. So
That's okay.
That's
We can fix
fair.
that. We can fix that. All right, I've got it up now. So it's a pretty long post, so I recommend that you go and check it out yourself for all of the details. But Alan is proposing a new project to help out new contributors.
Ooh.
So as a new contributor, biggest challenge that he sees is that many newcomers are unsure where to get started, where to ask entry-level questions. Yep.
Yep.
Especially when routine maintainer-led meetings aren't feasible. That is really the biggest problem. I wish that more of our
Yeah.
SIGs would run regular meetings, but they don't. But we run
Mhm.
weekly meetings. We're glad to have you here. So he wants to propose a Slack channel for new contributors. There is one already. So
Definitely
there's
have
a
one.
K8's new contributors in the Slack channel. You're welcome to do that there. So Slack channel 1, check. We also
There's a link.
discussed in person the idea of doing like YouTube live streams of doing work as a new contributor. And we talked about the past examples of contributor office hours and meet the contributor sessions, which we don't run anymore for a few
Mhm.
reasons. I think attendance had lagged, and also we were having trouble getting folks to run those.
Mhm.
And in terms of like individual contributors running like a working session of like, watch me do my work. Like it'd be, I could imagine our YouTube channel hosting something like that, but it
Sure.
would just require people to actually do it.
And
I
to,
sorry.
I can do it, to be honest, right? Like if people want to do it, sign me up. Seriously. So I
I
have
don't
tons of experience live streaming, thankfully.
sorry. I wasn't sure which tools we're gonna use. Open to any tools.
Yeah.
But I wonder if any contributor can they access YouTube and live stream?
No, not directly to YouTube. There's like you need to get into YouTube Studio and all that fun stuff. So you have to be on the account to enable streaming.
Right. And
So you'd need to work with the YouTube admins, which is an
Which,
alias that you can ping in Slack, by the way.
yes, and
I was thinking there's a more convenient way to pretty much share screen and enable share screen and enable voice chat, or hopefully voice chat.
There is. You can do it yourself instead of using community tools
right.
to do it.
Google Meet. Yes, you can
Yeah.
host,
yes,
I believe, if it's
you could
1
you could host
hour
on
Google
Google.
Meet.
You could host Twitch stream. Just do it all from OBS locally if you wanted. There's all kinds of options out there.
And any community member, you're welcome to do that on your own channels if you want to.
Yes,
The
there's
tricky
no
thing is if you want
restriction.
to do it on Kubernetes owned channels, then you'll need to work with the YouTube admins to get those posted.
The good news is I'm a
on-
YouTube admin, so
Yeah,
that is
I
one
don't
Wouldn't
area
it
know
that
be
I have
better?
unlocked.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be better to, not contribute, but have a collaboration with already existing YouTubers with many followers? I mean, when I stumbled upon trying to contribute to open source, I didn't find any resources when I looked into it. When I looked into it, I just saw many videos on how to update README and all those kind of things, and nothing as deeply when I saw the video of the recorded orientation class.
Hmm.
Yep.
I mean, this
There's a whole
could
bunch of
also
things, but
be additional communications that we send out, right? Like we could say, like, hey, start the getting started like process as a new contributor, and an existing contributor can run that and help a new contributor with it, which could inevitably help our docs and other processes too. So it's something we can do if folks are interested in doing it.
but there's a reason that we don't run mentoring for new contributors.
Right. That is the thing.
what is
I
the
was not
reason?
talking about mentoring. I was talking about collaborating with other YouTubers who have much more followers, so that we can actually see the right way to contribute to these kind of things.
Oh, well, there's that.
Honestly, if I can share my 2 cents, I think everyone's contributor journey is unique, and then it's difficult to just capture it in the form of a YouTube video.
It's
I
true.
think
Um,
people should be
Have
able to should
you
make the effort to join the Slack, because once you join in, there is enough support provided.
Does anyone know of Kunal?
yes, I do.
Yeah, I
Oh,
came
the
from
DSA guy.
Kunal's video.
Kunal used to be a part of this team.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
nice.
awesome. Yeah.
Welcome.
Well, he was a good inspiration on doing open source contribution.
Oh, wonderful. That's good to
So there
hear.
you go. We did contribute. We did collaborate with someone with a very large YouTube presence to talk about contributing.
Yes.
It kind of depends on if
Sounds
there's
like
anyone active in the community right now who has a big presence. Because, like, you do it once, great.
right.
That was 3 years
It take
ago, and people need new information
yes.
now. So you got to continuously keep it going.
That's the hard part. Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's the issue with the YouTube stuff. On Slack, we do have a new contributors channel, and I encourage you to make use of it.
I dropped the link in Zoom chat
Did
for
you?
folks.
I was
Yes.
trying to find it. Wonderful.
Yeah,
So
I
check
just
out this
posted
link.
in that channel.
Here we go. I was going to open it, but it takes forever. Okay. Well, anyway, make sure that you check out the Slack for that. There's a lot more we could discuss on how we support new contributors. The issue is keeping information up to date and visible Doing both of those things at the same time is a real challenge. We've got the new contributor orientation that we run once a month now because we're trying to keep it up to date. But a lot of people still don't know that it exists. We post about it on all of our social media channels every month, but people don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder if that
Speaking of
message
which,
is helpful or not.
yeah. Speaking of which, the next new contributor orientation will be on the third Tuesday of November. Thank you very much to Swathi and Avni who helped us out with communications for October. I think there's more we can build on there. Swathi and Avni or anyone in the group who's interested in working on communications for new contributor orientation for November. If anyone.
I can still help because I just think we left a few gaps in October because I think because of Diwali and all that, it's kind of a busy month for for both of us. But I'm not very sure about Avni.
Yes,
You can answer
I
for
can.
yourself. But yeah, I think we would be able to continue even for November.
Yes, yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you. Do you want me to? Well, I can turn off the automated message that we send out because it is the same message every time. So it
I
probably
mean,
isn't.
it's the answer to the question, though. It's
I know.
everybody's always asking us, how come I couldn't find new contributor orientation? We're like, we're posting it.
Yes, very true.
So I think it's important to keep posting it, but no one sees it. So I don't know. We got to do something.
I want to propose some ideas. Not sure if that's feasible,
Yeah,
but
feel free.
Yeah. Yeah.
is it possible for us to visualize the all the different sources that Kubernetes documentations and all of those, and kind of converting to a more or less of a sales funnel? I'm not sure if everyone knows the concept of sales funnel, but pretty much where all the traffic goes. What I was thinking is, can we have a centralized way to display where people can go to, instead of like the sales funnel goes top down, we can go like, reverse it. I don't know if I
We have
describe it
many.
correctly.
We have, yeah, Kubernetes.dev or Kates.dev is the typical place.
Yes,
So in
but is there like
Kates.dev,
a
there's
centralized place where we can show, okay, here's this Kubernetes dev, here's Kubernetes cores,
Do you want like
here's
a map kind of thing?
yeah.
there are a bunch of them
Possibly.
around.
Yeah, folks make their own. So I don't think, yeah, that's the problem, right? Like whose is the official one?
So if you go to the new contributor channel, Kubernetes new contributor in the pinned posts. Oh, hey, look, it's one of my posts.
Hey, look
There's
at
a
that.
bunch of different resources here pinned in the Kubernetes new contributor
Wow.
channel.
I never saw that.
Yeah.
Pens are handy. We use them.
Yeah. And every time someone says, hello, I'm new to open source, I'm interested in contributing, someone says, check the pinned messages and the bookmarks. Making your first contribution, Kubernetes.dev. And there's also Kubernetes resources. Here are the beginner resources. There
Are
many,
those
many of
included
them.
in the new contributor meeting
Orientation?
monthly? Yeah, orientation.
Yep, they are indeed.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, we've got 10 minutes left.
Jeez. Alan, I
At this
am
point.
all ears on new ideas to, steer people in the right direction. So feel free to keep noodling and let us know what you think
Post in
of.
Slack, keep attending our meetings. It takes a
Yep,
while
yep,
to
yep.
work out projects. I'm going to pop into the board now since we have 10 minutes left just to check out what's going on. Oh, we have nothing in review or waiting for approval.
Wow.
That makes sense
Mhm.
because we have no blog
Yeah.
reviewers.
Jeez.
So nothing in waiting for approval or PR review. So we're going to go to preliminary review. Ooh, this one got merged. So this looks like it actually needs to be moved over. Publishing date for working group spotlight. This was the working group policy spotlight, which the working group got killed while we were working on the blog for it.
That's right. What was the
Woo.
last?
It looks like this is
Huh?
merged.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily mean published, right?
Yeah. So is it published?
Let me go look.
Is the question. And then the other thing is add links
Yes,
into.
it did. It went out
Yes,
on
yeah.
Saturday.
I reviewed it last week
Awesome.
when I was hosting. So,
Thank you, Frederico. Frederico's our blogging lead, by the way. Welcome.
thank
I'm
you.
going to move that to done. No, I'm not because I'm not signed into GitHub.
I'll do it.
Now we
Okay.
should find another working group that we can do so that they can disappear as well.
Yes. It's an important service for the community.
Yeah.
Right.
Getting rid of things is just as important as creating things. And when you start writing a blog about it, maybe the working group will disappear, which is an important contribution. The other thing in preliminary review, theoretically, is adding LinkedIn to case.io and case.dev. This is something that Sayak was working on.
Yeah, and I know how he did it for whatever social network we added most recently. But doing it requires time.
Yep.
Ugh.
And I know I've asked him a couple times already for updates on this. I think he's just not able to be very active right now. I don't think it's
Yeah.
blocked. I think it's blocked on his time. I'm not sure exactly. Oh well. Moving on to in
So,
progress. Huh?
nah, let's go ahead. I don't need to jump into website stuff right now.
Yeah. Though some folks on the call might be interested in website stuff, so you could give a brief overview.
Yeah, so there's two websites, Kubernetes.io, Kubernetes.dev. Both websites use Hugo and the Doxy theme. So if you're familiar with Doxy and have experience with Doxy, we would really appreciate the help. Hugo, and it's DOCSY, because the transcript isn't doing it right. Hugo is a thing that you have to learn, and then Doxy is a theme that is quite complex and not easily updated frequently. So we've done updates pretty much every year, usually around KubeCons. Contributor summits that are now maintainer summits is where we did that kind of work. But if you have any experience with Hugo or Doxy, you could probably help out here. Or any experience with or some experience with NPM, just because of the way the site is built. It uses package locks and stuff that are from the NPM space. So yeah.
So there is stuff around Kates.dev and Kates.io. And if you're interested in Hugo and Doxy, and you have some experience with that, let us know if you want to learn more about it. Moving on in the board, since we have 5 minutes left, there's a spotlight on SIG off. Frederico, did you have any updates on that one?
Oh,
Or
Avni.
Avni just left, I think.
Yes, of course.
Sorry,
Go
I was on
team.
mute. No, so the discussion last week was that we've insisted with them again and asked for feedback, which we did like last Thursday. We haven't got any feedback, so the status is
Okay.
that we've pinged them recently, and we're waiting on getting their answers. Yeah,
Sounds good.
yeah, pinged Anish is the one that I've pinged. I might do so again just to be sure that it's.
Sounds good. And then the next one is the SIG storage spotlight with which Darshan is working on. Do you have any updates on that one, Federico?
I do not have any updates on that one.
I know Darshan was asking me some questions about it fairly recently, so I think he's trying to make progress on this.
Yeah. But if yeah, but I can talk with Arshan as well. He was pretty much doing this, but
yeah, he's a member of SIG Storage, so he wanted to
so exactly
use
to
his
take
existing connections.
Perfect.
And then there's looks like a stale one. Oh, closed as not planned. SIG Architecture Spotlight?
Oh,
Still ongoing. It's still waiting for more information. There's no updates there. It's the final capstone article. So I will ping the SIG again.
Looks like, Chris, you removed the lifecycle stale on it on September 5th.
yeah. I don't know
I don't
why
even
it's
see the
not
messages about it.
planned. No,
Yeah.
like there's nothing like how did this go from stale to back to normal to not planned? That's weird.
Maybe you removed the wrong thing to begin with? Because it says
I
here
don't.
added lifecycle rotten, removed lifecycle stale in July. I thought we fixed that, but
Oh, yeah.
anyway,
Maybe I did do the wrong thing.
maybe that's all it is.
Yeah. Okay.
If you could
Well,
hop in and do that, because I'm
yeah, I can fix it.
Cool. And then a quick review of our to-do column. There's a variety of SIG Spotlight blogs that we would still like to have members of our team write, but we are blocked by not having blog reviewers. So please consider joining SIG Docs and becoming a blog reviewer. Blog series. Arpit was going to work on a Contributor Stories YouTube series. Has that gone anywhere?
I don't think so. I haven't seen Arpit
This is
in a little bit.
This is how the YouTube suggestions always go. Someone's always like, "Let's use YouTube to do a thing," and then if they're Kunal, it gets done, or if they're Bart, it gets done for a while until they leave the community.
Yeah.
Anyway, new contributor orientation blog. I think that happened. Arpit did that. Maybe it never got published because it was super long. Had all use cases for Zapier automation, bunch of spotlights, various access audits. Yeah. Mostly spotlight blogs in our to-do column, which we are blocked on because of the lack of blog reviewers.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this last week, but we should probably work with SIG Docs to get that moving.
We've been mentioning that all year.
Well,
So
then
that's
I will
it for what
talk
I've
to
got.
SIG Docs at KubeCon.
Yeah, that's what I've got for updates. Reminder, if you want to get started with something today that would help our group, KubeCon posts are the place where you can help us most. Any last minute questions, comments, discussions?
Oh, yeah, something came to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing a reply in the chat. So I'm not sure if anyone knows, but I was recently discovered this website called ADP List. It's a free mentoring session website where pretty much is engineer and designer focused. There are other fields out there, but I was wondering, is there someone who might be interested in doing mentorships there that can find potential contributors for Kubernetes?
Yeah. So
by being mentors there, and then, naturally introduce a way to contribute to open source and Kubernetes.
we talked about this a little bit in person on Wednesday. So there's a mentoring subproject. This is the communication subproject, and there's a mentoring subproject. And the goal of the mentoring subproject is to handle things like that. It is extremely understaffed right now. There's one person who's been kind of keeping that going for years. And we've been asking for kind of program management help is what we need in mentoring. Because what the mentoring subproject does is things like LFX mentorships, Google Summer of Code, as well as running our own mentoring cohorts within the project. Folks who could be mentors need to know that those things exist and how they can get involved with them. So we need someone to learn those things and tell the engineers in the community about them. So we just don't have anyone to do that right now. So if you're interested in helping out with the mentoring subproject, this sounds like their kind of thing. That is Josh Burkus in SIG ContribEx. So if you go to the SIG ContribEx channel and say, hey, I want to work on mentoring stuff, and I can ping Josh Burkus for you, and we can get you connected there.
Yes.
Got it.
Cool. And we're a minute over. Yeah, talk with the mentoring subproject, I think, is the note to put in there. Thank you very much to our note taker. I know it's a bit chaotic, and I appreciate you doing your best to follow along. You've done a great job here.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thanks for
Thank
joining.
you for coming. And we'll do this again next week.
Yeah.
If you have any questions or want to discuss anything in the meantime, you can find us on Slack.
I'll drop as well. Have a great
Yep.
weekend, everyone. Cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is a great meeting.
Thanks. Bye.